Hey there friends, I'm Andrew from the Scrapbox, and summer is finally coming to an end, spooky season is upon us, and the best way to celebrate the merging of both is in Gravity Falls. Now for those of you who don't know, Gravity Falls is a show about twin siblings who go visit their great uncle in the quiet Oregon town of Gravity Falls. And weird things happen. Really weird things. Really weird things. So today we're going to be building 6 different minifigures based on the cast of Gravity Falls.
It's me, number 7.
Let's get to it. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe because every bit helps the YouTube algorithm and keeps me going. For those of you who are familiar with LEGO Ideas, have probably noticed that one of its submissions has reached 10,000 supporters, and that is the Gravity Falls set. It's beautiful. Minibricks did such a perfect job, and honestly, I don't think I could do better. At least, not while using official LEGO pieces. We're probably gonna sculpt a bit of our own. Andrew, you can't build your own LEGO pieces, that's illegal. But, in the words of Grunkle Stan himself,
when there's no cops around, anything's legal.
So yeah, we're probably gonna sculpt and build some of our own pieces. Dipper Pines. Now, each character requires the basic legs, torso, head, and hair. And for Dipper, it's pretty straightforward. Through the series, Dipper is 12 years old, earning him short legs. Now, for the torso, I actually made 2 designs. One, a plain red t-shirt, which will pair with a vest accessory a friend alerted me to in a previous video. And 2, a decal with the vest as a freebie on my Patreon. I drew his face as a mix between his official design and a regular LEGO face. And then we have to talk about his hat. LEGO has made the perfect hat piece for Dipper, but they only made it once, in a Stranger Things set. And it's very expensive. And though there are some cheap knockoffs with the same hat piece, buying them just for that piece would be considered
a new crime he invented called burgle-bezelment.
Anyways, this is our final result for Dipper. I ended up painting some shorts onto his legs, as well as giving him sleeves and a pine tree on his hat. I think he looks really good, but while the figure practically built himself, I do lose points for originality as this was basically the same design Minibricks came up with. Alright, let's move on. Of course, Dipper would be nothing without his sister Mabel. Mabel is kind, Mabel is funny, we have no Mabel disrespect in the comments. We love Mabel here. So let's make her. Mabel Pines. Mabel starts off simple. Black short legs, a mini skirt painted light purple, and a torso that's going to land me in some hot water. You see, this is apparently the hex code color for Mabel's iconic sweater, and it's a lot closer to LEGO's coral color than any other pink. So I'm gonna make her sweater coral, and you can yell at me in the comments if you disagree. I also drew Mabel with her classic smile and braces, and then we'll get those printed as water slide decals. Now, water slide decals are these papers where you could print your design and literally transfer them via water onto the things you want to have to print. In this instance, we're going to take our torso design and we are going to transfer them onto LEGO minifigure torsos. LEGO uses what's called pad printing. It is the best of the best, but extremely expensive. Then you have UV printing. It's getting almost as good as pad printing, but the printers are expensive. And then you have your water slide decals, which are a lot less expensive, but not as durable as the other 2. Before I finish Mabel, I wanted to sculpt some custom hair for her, and that requires destroying the cursed cube in Blender.
Kill it! Kill it with fire! Everyone flee!
It started off as 2 hair pieces that merged into one with a headband in between. Is it my best work? But I think it turns out well. And now we can take a look at Mabel. She looks great. I also took the time to paint her some shorts, And there's no doubt in my mind that that's Mabel. And that she's ready to bedazzle anything in a 10-mile radius. Dipper and Mabel aren't the only two twins in the franchise, though, for we in fact have two great uncles, Stan Lee and Stan Ferd. For Grunkle Stan, I'm sculpting him a custom hat-hair combo, as well as recreating his suit and face to be printed as decals. For Stan Ferd, I'm simply elongating some sideburns for his hair before creating his face and jacket. But wait a minute. A couple months ago I tried to make Cassandra Nova in a trench coat, and the fabric kept fraying. Thanks to Radon, I know that Lego capes are fabric that have been treated with some sort of acrylic. I'm going to use a water Mod Podge mixture to see if I can make the perfect Lego trench coat. Seems promising, so let's take a final look. They came out amazing. The trench coat has 0 frays. I'm definitely going to be using that method from now on. The decals give perfect Gravity Falls Lego fusion, and the hair sculpts are great. Two picky things. I could have done a bit better on the paint for Grunkle Stan's hairpiece, and I almost think I should have also put sideburns on Ford's face print. But overall, excellent figures. Even though Stanley is a penny pincher, he does have 2 employees that work for him at the Mystery Shack, and we're gonna start with Soos.
Oh, hey, dudes.
Soos was the only character who needed custom prints for his legs. Luckily, he made up for it by having an extremely simple design for his torso. For his face, I had a tough choice to make, and decided not to make his teeth protrude noticeably out of his mouth, as doing so on a Lego face crosses into the uncanny, I secretly lived as an actual rat, Pettigrew-esque face. For Soos's hat, we're going to use a dark tan baseball cap, and now we can take a good look at the new Mr. Mystery, Soos. I won't lie to you, I think his head down to his waist look fine. I need to go get better matching skin tones for the arm, but the main drawback is for some reason, the leg prints were giving me such a hard time. I've done full legs many times before, but these decals simply wanted to self-destruct. One day I'll be able to print directly onto the plastic, but for now, it passes. And finally, of course, we have Wendy. I don't know what to say about Wendy other than the fact that she's probably the coolest character in the show. Okay. Ever since I saw the hidden side hair and beanie combo, I knew I wanted to make a hairpiece like this. We've got the fur-lined hat, and we're gonna merge it with some long hair, trying to bring some of the hair over the face, just a smidge. Perfect. Then we're gonna create a custom flannel shirt for Wendy, and even though her shirt is one color in the show, we'll alternate with 2 greens for added detail. Finally, we're designing her face, and since she's 15 in the show, we'll give her some mid-legs. With all of her pieces made, let's see what she looks like all put together. This Wendy is phenomenal, and that hairpiece is punching way above its weight. I painted some boots for her as well as some sleeves. Now, this isn't a gripe about how she turned out, but I did specifically go out and get dark tan paint whose label perfectly matched the dark tan Lego piece. But as you can tell, that hat color is not dark tan. Oh well, it's still an A+ job. Now I was gonna call it a day, except something really strange happened in Blender. People keep asking why we have to destroy the cursed cube, and it's because if we don't, there's a chance it turns into... This is Bill. He's fully sculpted, has a removable hat, legs, and arms you can rearrange. But you're wondering about the eye. Why is it like that? For this reason. Now you could give him any Lego eye and pose him in any different way. You can even give him other hair pieces if he feels like dressing up. Just make sure you don't accidentally shake his hand. And there you have it, the Gravity Falls characters. Now, unfortunately, I am really short on time this week. Otherwise, I would have loved to make a little set to go with them and some accessories. But if you really want to see that, let's say, if we could get this video to 10,000 likes, number one, that's insane. And number two, that way I'll know that you really want me to come back and work on this some more, because we can make more characters, we can make iconic scenes, we can make all sorts of Gravity Falls stuff. So let me know down in the comments what you want to see, or if you want to see something else entirely, let me know. Alright, of course I've been Andrew, you've been watching the Scrapbox. Make sure to do all the algorithm stuff, like, subscribe, leave a comment, ring the bell, all that fun stuff. Never shake hands with any two-dimensional shapes, that's never good.
Yeah, but he said over no with I had a very Luis, so well, I know I could hear from us.